All right. Looks like we're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fans Dugout show by World Cricket Fans. A very good afternoon to all the Indian fans, and a very good evening to the Australian fans joining us here today. Before we go any further, I'm Mihir Upadhyay from Mumbai, and joining me today are three fantastic fans. Unfortunately, the fourth one isn't available. So let me introduce Abhijit, who's an Indian fan here right with us. Hi, Abhijit. Next, we've got Ishwinder, who's again an Indian fan, and he's part of the T20 series. He's in the stadium right now. So good luck for the game, Ishwinder.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, great to see you in the stands, Ishwinder.
Yeah, bro, it's too noisy here. I'm outside the Manuka Oval, Canberra, where India is playing the first T20 with Australia.
Yeah.
I can show you the view of Manuka Oval. I'm just outside the ground. See here.
Awesome.
How fans are gearing up for the first T20.
That's great. First of all, just great to see all the fans present here today. It's just amazing to have the fans back in the stadium, and great to see yourself being a part of all the fans and cheering for the first T20. All right, so let's just talk about the ODI series for now. Australia have clinched the ODI series, obviously, which was kind of a win the toss, win the match kind of a series. But which moment was the highlight moment for you? Over to you, Ishwinder. Ishwinder, can you hear us?
So what are we saying?
Yeah, Ishwinder, can you tell us which was the highlighting moment
Sorry?
of the ODI series? Can you tell us which moment was the highlighting moment for you of the ODI series?
Definitely the debut of T. Natarajan.
Yeah.
How he performed in the first match, took the first wicket of Marnus Labuschagne, was the big plus point, taking the early wicket for India.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I think over to you, Abhijit. According to you, which was the highlighting moment for you of the ODI series?
For me, it has to be the Maxwell wicket, which Bumrah took.
Oh, definitely.
Game
I
was
think that was the turning point.
Yeah, that was the turning point. And if Maxwell would have played for another 2 hours, then India would have lost the another game. But Bumrah bowled amazing Yorker. So for me, that is
True. Definitely. I think that changed the entire momentum. And I think that is also one of the points why India will be confident for the T20 series, which is getting started very soon now. So, Ishwinder, what do you think about the Jadeja-Pandya partnership, which happened in the third ODI? Do you think that will be a consistent one in the future for India? Do you think it will be one that India will absolutely save it for the future ODIs?
Yeah, definitely. I think it will be. It was a good partnership for India. I was thinking of that match of 2017 Champions Trophy final when Hardik Pandya and Jadeja was batting there, but we lost the wicket of Hardik Pandya in that berserk run out way, where we lost the match, that 2017 Champions Trophy final.
Brother, super fan.
That's right. I think it's a good movement finally that the Jadeja-Pandya partnership was a different one in the Champions Trophy, which unfortunately led to an uneventful run out for India. But yesterday, the third ODI basically was the one to watch out for, where Jadeja and Pandya both contributed with the bat and helped India to get to a competitive total. So let's move on to the T20s now. We have T20 starting soon. So how much confident will be the Indian team after the third ODI victory? What do you think, Abhijit?
It is always good to go with a win behind you. India won the third ODI, and they have that confidence in their team. And after that, India played all the three ODIs. They outplayed. I don't think they were outplayed. It was
Yeah.
overall hitting. So India team, it is looking good. And with the new bowlers like Natarajan and Kuldeep Yadav, I think India team looks strong now. And also with Hardik Pandya and Ravindra Jadeja coming into good form. So I'm pretty sure that India will go strong this time and it will not be a
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. I think that's very important to have that right momentum with a victory behind us. So I think India will be definitely confident for the first T20 at least. But Indian players played a lot of IPL as well before the Australia tour. So do you think this is a factor, Ishwinder, where IPL matches have been played a lot? I think players were, exposed a lot with the T20 format. So do you think they have a slight edge over the Aussies?
Yeah, definitely. How we have seen that the friendship has grown immensely between Indian and Australian players. The
Yeah,
I remember the first ODI when Beamer hit Aaron Finch and he was like laughing with KL Rahul. How he
that's right.
the, the yeah the friendship has grown immensely between both the team players due to the IPL, and I think due to IPL, India has a big boost. All the top order batsmen are in a good nick. KL Rahul,
Correct.
the highest scorer of the Orange Cap winner of IPL 2020. Sanju Samson is in great form. Shreyas Iyer is in great form. Virat Kohli also in great form. So I think India has an edge over Australia in T20s.
That's right. I think, yeah, the Indian team will definitely be confident after the great IPL series, at least. I think confident for all the Indian batsmen. But what about the Australian players? How much will the Australians miss David Warner at the top? What do you think, Abhijit? Do you think David Warner's absence
I
will
don't
be?
think so. David Warner is playing today again.
That's right. So his absence, will it prove costly for the Australians?
Yeah,
uh,
definitely. Pat Cummins is also missing.
That's right. Abhijit, what do you think?
I don't think it will make much difference, but obviously India fans will really shock if there is no David Warner when some other good player will play him. So, and if it would have been a T20 or Test match, then it would have taken a difference. But it is T20. Just one or two player, if one or two good players misses out, then it doesn't make much difference. So I think there will be not much difference going to be in this match.
All right. Okay, I think, yeah, Australians do have a great replacement. And with Aaron Finch in form, I think it's not going to be an issue for Australia to start off their batting. So what about someone like Glenn Maxwell, who is absolutely hitting the ball right from the middle of the bat right now? I think he's doing really great in terms of his batting. His IPL was poor, but the way he made a comeback in the Australian team, you think that would be an issue, Ishwinder, for Indians to get Maxwell out? Will it be an issue?
I don't think so because he won't get enough balls to face in T20s. But if we get their openers early,
Yeah.
Better lighting on the other side? Opposite.
sorry, I have to cut.
Okay, that's not a problem. So we do have Abhijit in line right now. So Abhijit, according to you, do you think Maxwell will be a wicket to
Yeah.
watch out
Both the
for?
games. We're back in Sydney tomorrow.
Maxwell is always a good player for any side. If he's playing for IPL or playing for any nation or Australia, I mean, he's always an asset. So I
That's
think
right.
getting Maxwell early is always important for any team. And if we get him, in first 5 or 10 balls, then it is going to be big benefit for India. But if he plays more than 10 or 15 balls, and if he's going to score 30, 40 runs, and that makes a difference. We have seen in first and second ODI also the way he batted. In last 20 overs, Australia scored 200 runs, and Maxwell hitting at 200 strike rate. So I think, yeah, getting Maxwell out is really very important for any side.
That's right. What about someone like Steve Smith at the top? Because there's a lot of discussion happening around what Steve Smith mentioned before the series, that I found my hands. and he did score 2 consecutive centuries, which turned out to be a big trouble for India. So according to as Indian fans, I think we need to hide those hands again, or else it's going to be a huge problem for the Indian bowlers and a long tour for India.
Yeah, if you look, if you look before these two ODIs, Steve Smith's strike rate was around 80, 85. But,
Yeah.
in the first two ODIs, he was knocking around 120, 30. So now I think he's a big threat to India also. I mean, he has never scored, quickly in T20s, but looking at his ODIs form, so I think he's going to be another problem for India. And, you know, in T20s, you have to take wickets at regular intervals. If you don't succeed in that, then you have to be, you are always on a losing side. So any player, Steve Smith, Maxwell, and Finch, you have to get them early, because yeah, they are playing in Australia and they know about the condition there. So getting wicket is always it is very important for any team. So I think, yeah, Steve Smith, we have to take his wicket early.
That's right. What about the Indian openers? How do you think they are going to perform, and what combination are you looking at? Who do you think will open for India?
I think I want Shikhar Dhawan and KL Rahul to open, because you don't
Okay.
want KL Rahul to go at number 5, because a player like
Yeah.
KL Rahul, you want him to face at least most of the deliveries. You want to face you want KL Rahul to face most of the deliveries. And if he face 30, 40 deliveries, then he's going to score 80, 90 runs. So for me, and Shikhar Dhawan, he starts quite steady and later on he capitalizes it. So for me, it has to be Shikhar Dhawan with KL Rahul.
Okay. Yeah, I think that will be the answer for most of the Indian fans, because for a total of 20 overs, it's really difficult for someone like KL Rahul to come in at number 5 and play those 5 to 6 overs at the end, when you already have someone like Hardik Pandya, or maybe someone like Washington Sundar or Jadeja at the end. So I think to maximize the batting strength of KL Rahul, it would be a preferred choice to have him at along with Shikhar Dhawan at the opening. All right. So the T20 series has a lot of discussions, but also about the jerseys. We've got a new jersey for India, a retro one. We've got a new jersey for Australia. How do you rate the jerseys out of 10?
Yeah, for India, I mean, this retro jersey was used in NT92. So at that time also it looked really amazing. So I think I would rate 10 out of 10 for India. And I have not seen Australian jersey. I have only seen in the pictures, but
Yeah.
not seen them wearing and playing. So can't say about that. But looking at the pictures, it look really good. The graphics look really good. It's very cool. So again, 10 out of 10 for them.
All right.
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So news coming in from the center is Australia won the toss and they've chosen to bowl first. So India's batting first. So hopefully a huge target is on the card, or at least a great match is on the cards, because everyone would like to see a close encounter between these two nations. Also speaking about the two nations, the rivalry has been really interesting over the years, but now we have seen movements where it's all friendly, it's all fun, and it's all connected to the IPL. So what do you think? Which one would you prefer? Would it be the heated rivalry, the words exchanged ones, or do you want it to be a friendly and a great encounter, great friends playing against each other?
I want both of them, because
Okay,
if you don't get that kind of atmosphere, then it doesn't look, there is no competitiveness in the match. So
that's right.
I want both of them to be, heated argument like Virat Kohli. We have seen in the last Test series, there were a lot of banters and sledging going on,
Yeah,
and because of that, there was such a hype there was so much hype of that series. So I want more of sledging in a healthy way, not in a bad way. So
right.
for me, it has to be some kind of heated argument should be there.
Yeah, I think the intensity has always it has to be there, because without the intensity, it's just not fun. It actually boosts up the players' performance as well. The competitiveness is what makes the contest interesting. But time for the final question: who do you think is going to win the match? Obviously, as an Indian fan, you would say India. But what do you think? What's the reason behind an Indian victory coming up?
If the match would have been in Sydney and India would have batted, then it would have been a totally different story. But we have seen in the third ODI that Canberra, the ball is standing and they have good spinners with them, Ashton Agar and Adam Zampa, and also Maxwell. And And although India is batting first, but it is not that kind of wicket where you can just go and hit the ball out of the park. So it is going to be a very difficult wicket, and anything above 170 is a good score. But for that, India has to really bat well, and Australia is they are very good in chasing. We have seen Smith, Aaron Finch, Maxwell, Stoinis. So it is going to be a very tough road for India. I would say 40 India, 60 Australia.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Hopefully, a great contest coming up for us. A close one, hopefully. So that brings us to the end of the fans dugout session for the first T20. Remember, you can share your fan story on the WCF website. You can share your fan moments, your fan stories with the World Cricket Fans website, and you get a chance to be featured on the website. And obviously, we'll have great insights and great moments from inside the stands on our social media platforms. So make sure you follow social media platforms as well. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.